Hi you guys, I wanted to share quickly about um how I got into tarot and astrology. A lot of people ask me, how did you start this? But I started my page Okaasan's Tarot. Okaasan means the mother, and I have always been that person, either in my work groups, my friendship groups, that mothering person. The one that has, that takes care of you. Some people always want to come to me to listen to their problems, just vent to, and I'm the one, that has the spoons and the forks and the medicine that, whatever you need to survive. That's been the role that I always play in my relationships. And I always wanted to help people. I knew I didn't want to be a doctor. I knew I didn't want to be a dentist. I'm not very strong. I'm really little. So, it's like I want to serve and help people, but I want to do it in a way that, is actually feasible. And in 2010, I had my first tarot reading from my friend Scott, and it intrigued me. So I went and stationed in Colorado Springs at the time. I went to Manitou Springs, and I got a professional one done, and it was so accurate. This lady told me about my life that I cried for like 2 hours. Like, I was just so shocked. And so I wanted to help myself. I wanted to have that same, those same tools so that I could help myself. And so I got into tarot. I've been reading, and the messages that I would receive in my own personal life, it things would come into fruition. So, I reached out to my best friend, and I asked her, I'm like, let me read your cards, and it's been years, and I've been doing it for her, and things have always been good. And I never thought it to be more than just a hobby. But if anyone who knows me knows, I've always been interested in being different, whether it be my taste in music, my taste in clothes, my style, even in my hobbies and interests. I'm into astrology, I study it a lot. And with tarot, I've always been a little different, and I'm kept tarot for the most part a secret between just me and like her and family. And these coincidences, like, things would just happen, and I found it to be prominent you with my children. A year before I even met, Jeremiah's dad, like I just knew. Something just told me, you're gonna have a boy, and you're gonna name him Jeremiah. And sure enough, my firstborn was a boy named Jeremiah, and that pattern followed the same for both Reagan and Julia. Although I did not choose Reagan's first name, I knew I was gonna have a girl. My second child would be a girl. And then with Julia, I didn't choose Reagan's name, but Julia's name, I didn't really choose that either. It kind of came to me. Like, I just, you know, was thinking, if I had another child, I would want it to be a girl. And just one day, scrolling on my lunch break at work, just scrolling, and I just see the name Julia, and like this overwhelming feeling just came over me. And like, I just knew I was going to have a daughter, and her name was going to be Julia. And shortly after then, I had found out, that I was pregnant. And these coincidences, these incidents, whether it be, predicting the birth of my children, or, a dream that I had that, predicted something, the things that I would see or hear, it became more than just coincidences. I started to take it serious. So, 1111 is a sign of spiritual awakening, or 111. Last year is really when it started to, my journey, my spiritual journey. It really started to hit me, because I would wake up every night for weeks at exactly 3:33. Every night for weeks. And every time I woke up, something that I needed to know about my life was found around this time. And at first, I just kind of played it off because I was thinking of that movie. I think it's called The Fourth Kind, where at 3:33 the aliens would come and get them, and I'm like, it's whatever. And but then these things just kept happening, and I'm like, this is serious. So earlier this year, I really had a period of soul searching. I went within and had some things that I needed to work on and work through. And 333 turned into 222, turned into 444, 888, 777, 555, 666, even 000, 1111, 1025, 1023, 1010, 12, 12, 12, 22. I would be watching a movie and it will pause on 15:55. I would go check my phone and the battery was at 44% at 9:44 p.m. Like, these numbers started screaming at me. So I Googled them and listened to what they mean, and that's how I learned about angel numbers and spirit guides. And one day, I followed tarot readers on YouTube, and this one reader was saying, that she's a light worker, and light workers are a community of people that are called to bring light into the lives of others, and they can be, psychics or mediums or tarot readers and even some astrologers at the same time. And I was walking on lunch one day playing Pokemon on my phone and thinking, I wonder, with all these things that happen, I wonder if I'm a light worker. I wonder if I have a gift. And I look up from my phone and I see a license plate number 999. And I Googled it, and angel number 999 is a message that you are indeed a light worker. And from there, something just said, instead of watching these people on YouTube, get a deck, get another deck, and start reading tarot again. So of course I turned to my best friend and I'm like, I've taken a break with my tarot, but let's read your cards. And I read it, and she's like, "Brother, you still got it." So, I was like, maybe I need to share. Maybe I need to share with, my personal community, people that I know. And I know people have always been interested in it, but it's easy to be skeptical because in the community of light workers, although they may have a gift, some people, use it, just for money. They're just really in it for money. And I even follow one tarot reader, and she's really good at what she does, but she charges, $300 plus for a tarot reading. And yes, reading tarot, it can be taxing. It takes time out of your day, and not knocking anyone that does this as their primary form of income. But I remember way back when thinking, before I got serious in tarot, thinking, I'm at a time where I really need some kind of guidance. I need like a real physical sign that I can see something. I just need some help, but I don't have hundreds of dollars for a tarot reading, and so that's why, I got into tarot, because I wanted to use this gift to help people. And I've always really been helping people, to be honest. It's just, I'm a pretty empathetic person, and at first it was like a burden because I felt like I needed to fix people for them, like I fixed their problems for them. And I learned the very hard and fast way that it is not my job to fix anybody's problems for them. I'm supposed to be the support, like in a video game. I'm the mage. I'm in the background. I'm giving you your attack and defense boosters and healing you and giving you MP, and you're the fighter. You're the one on the front lines. You're taking, the blunt of the hits, and when the battle is over, you're the winner. I'm just a support. And I feel like tarot is definitely my calling, and I've been given this, blessed with this gift to do that, to be that support in you all's lives, and to connect you with the divine, to give you some messages, some guidance, with what's going on in your life. Um, so it's that's why I wanted to offer my free readings at first, so that I could branch out, and you all, your affirmations and your reviews and your messages, that things are resonating. It just really encouraged me to go ahead and share this gift with the collective, and to be that person that can be what I've always wanted to be, support and to help people, but in a supportive way, and just give you the tools to give you the tools to make you better prepared to make decisions for your own lives. So thank you all for encouraging me as much as I help you. You all help me so much, because it just means a lot to me, because I take it serious, this tarot astrology stuff, this gift that I have, and I respect the fact that you all trust me enough to get into your lives, and reveal, sides that maybe you might not want other people to see, but you trust me to be involved in that, so that I can help you. So I just want to thank you all for supporting me, and thank you. Sending you all love and light.